Hello, welcome to Tricky IELTS. I'm sure you will be fine. In this video, I'll share important topics and possible questions which you may get in your upcoming IELTS speaking exam. Those individuals who want to book tests from April to June 2020 should stay here. Watch this video till the end in order to get useful information relevant to IELTS speaking exam. In this video, first we'll discuss important topics, then possible questions, speaking part 1 tips, and at the last we'll discuss phrases. Keep in mind the topics which I'm going to share with you, it's your duty to learn words relevant to these topics. Means try to learn at least 10 words relevant to each topic. If you do so, you will face no problem in the real exam and you will be able to answer any types of questions means if the examiner asks in these topics. So it's your duty to learn words relevant to these topics. The first topic which I'm going to share with you is history. So in history we'll discuss 3 parts, means books, building and movies. The possible questions which the examiner may ask you are relevant to books. So the first question is, do you like to read historical books? Do you like to buy books related to history? Have you ever learned something from historical books? Is it easy to buy historical books in your area? What do you think why people read historical books? Building. Is there any historical building in your hometown? Have you ever visited any historical place? Why do people visit historical places? Do you think historical places play any role in the development of a country? Why should government protect historical places? Do you like to visit museum? Is there a museum in your hometown? Movies. Do you like to watch historical movies? Do you think people can learn something from historical movies? Do you remember any historical movie which you watched recently? Is it important to make historical movies? Cycling. Do you like cycling? How often do you use cycle? When did you learn riding cycle? Do people ride cycle in your hometown? How cycling protect people from diseases? Have you ever used cycle for long journey? Do people arrange cycle tour in your area? Have you ever participated in cycle tour? Drinks. So in drinks we'll discuss tea, coffee and soft drink. Do you like tea or coffee? How often do you have tea or coffee? What time do you prefer to have tea or coffee and why? Why the trend of tea or coffee is increasing? What are the side effects of tea or coffee? Do you like soft drink? Do you like soft drink during or after the lunch or dinner? Fashion. Do you like fashion? Why or why not? Are your area people fashionable? Is the trend of fashion increasing? Do you visit a beauty salon? Do you follow any actor or actress? Advertisement. Like, dislike or role. Why do people advertise their products? Do you like advertisement? What is the role of advertisement? Have you ever bought something because of advertisement? What are the famous ways of advertisement in your country? Education. Where did you get primary education? The examiner may ask you a question like, where did you get primary education, or where did you get secondary education, where did you get higher education? What did you study in secondary education? Why do more people prefer to study science? Why do more people prefer to study science? Do you like education system of your country? Do you like writing? Do you like reading or writing more? Which types of books do you like to read? What do you use for writing? Do you like to write with pen or pencil? Do you like separate or co-education system? Photography. Do you like photography? Why do people take pictures? Is it easy to take pictures nowadays? How do you feel when someone wants to take your picture? What do you think the trend of photography is increasing or decreasing nowadays? So if you have words relevant to these topics, then you will face no problem. If you have no word, then how you'll speak fluently, and you'll surely get less band if you have no words. So it's your duty to learn words relevant to these topics in order to speak fluently in the real exam. The next topic which I'm going to share with you is storybooks. Do you like to buy storybooks? What types of storybooks do you like more? Which one storybook did you buy recently? What time do you like to read storybooks? Why do you read storybooks? Painting. Is the trend of painting increasing or decreasing nowadays? Do you like painting? Why or why not? What are the benefits of painting? Have you ever visited painting exhibition? Animals. Do you like to keep animals at home? Which types of animal do you like more? Which types of animal do you like more? Why do people keep animals at home? Do you like wild animal? How the life of wild animals is in danger nowadays? Health. Do you take care of your health? How often do you visit doctor? Which types of food do you eat to keep yourself healthy? Do you like exercise? Outbreaks. Have you ever experienced any outbreaks? Why do outbreaks happening? How do you protect yourself from outbreaks? Cooking. Do you like cooking? Can you cook something? Have you ever got an opportunity to cook something? Why do people consume fast food more nowadays? How do you feel when you cook something? Or you can write like here that how do you feel when you are cooking something? Camping. Do you like camping? Have you ever experienced camping? Are there famous places for camping in your country? Smiling. How often do you smile? What makes you smile more? Have you ever laughed loud in front of people? How do you feel when someone is laughing loud next to you? Now I'll share important tips which will help you to secure higher band in your IELTS speaking part 1. Keep in mind, as I mentioned earlier, that you have to learn words relevant to these topics. If you have words, then you'll be able to speak fluently, because the examiner will assess your fluency, your pronunciation, your grammatical range and accuracy, and coherence and cohesion, that how you respond to the question. So try means to work on your grammar, your fluency, your pronunciation, and coherence and cohesion in order to secure higher band in IELTS speaking. So the first tip which I'm going to share with you is Answer the question in the same modal or helping verb. In order means to get rid of grammatical mistakes, or in order to commit less grammatical mistakes, we have to answer means the question in the same modal or helping verb. For example, the examiner asks you a question, would you like to learn any music means instrument? So means the possible answer that now the examiner asks me question while using would. So you have to answer in the same modal verb like would. Of course I would like. So now it means you can elaborate your answer, but you have to mean start with that helping or modal verb in which the examiner asked you. For example, the second question, which type of music do you like? So, well, I like. Now the examiner asks means question in present indefinite tense. So I have to answer in present indefinite in order to means commit less grammatical mistakes. Well, I like. Use various sentence structure with rich lexical resources. Keep in mind that lexical resources means vocabulary hold 25% marks. So if you work on your grammar, means if you just improve your grammar and lexical resources, you'll be able to secure higher band in IELTS speaking. So try to improve your sentence structure and try to use a range of variety of vocabulary, means try to use less common words. So you have to work on these two areas if you want to secure 7+ in IELTS speaking. That first you have to improve your sentence structure, and then you have to improve that lexical resources. Do not ignore passive structures, because passive structures will help you to get higher band. For example, means you have to use passive English, because passive structure is more formal as compared to active. So try to use passive at least 3-4 sentences while speaking. My friend called me, so you can replace this sentence that I was called. Eyes contact with examiner is more than essential. Keep in mind, if you have contact with your examiner, means eyes contact with examiner, it will express your confidence and it will enhance your courage, and you will be able to speak means more fluently. Learn the difference between good past and bad past, because it will help you to get rid of hesitation. If you are feeling hesitation, in order to get rid of hesitation, what you will do, you'll have to use good and bad past. So you must have to learn the difference between good past and bad past. Good past is that you are taking after every sentence. For example, if you are just speaking and you are taking means a break for 1 or 2 seconds, and if you are just taking a break after every word, so that is bad past. So you must have to learn that. We have to use good past in order to secure higher band in IELTS speaking. So try to work on this. That how you'll work on this I'm going to suggest you. Number 6, pronounce a word according to the rules and regulation of IPA. Do not copy British or American accent. Means mostly students, they just try to copy British or American accent, due to which they pronounce a word in a wrong manner, so due to which they lose marks. So try to pronounce a word according to British or American accent. How you'll work on these tips and how you will just improve your speaking with the help of these tips. You have to sit in front of mirror and try to record your voice on these questions as well as on these topics. And you can also make questions relevant to these topics from your own side, and you have to practice on that while using your own words, and then listen to that recording. So at least you will find out that where I'm lacking or where I'm making mistakes. So you will get the area where you are lacking or where you need improvement. So try to do that. And the seventh one which I'm going to share with you means point, that is, try to start your answer with a phrase. Means do not start your answer directly. Try to start your answer indirectly. For example, the examiner asking question that what do you do in leisure time? Now the examiner asks you a question, and if you just directly start a question that I do nothing, or I do nothing, or I just listen to music, or I watch movies in my free time, so that doesn't sound well, and you will not get higher band. If you have to start the questions with a phrase like, this is an interesting question. I usually do various activities in my leisure time, but the one which I do on daily basis is, you can then start your answer. So try to always try to start your answer with a phrase. Do not start the answer directly. You have to start the questions answer indirectly. It will help you to secure higher band. Phrases means the phrases which I'm going to share with you, which you can use in your IELTS speaking part 1, 2 and 3. So that is mean the first you can start your answer with, well, for example, examiner asks you a question that do you like photography? Well, I do like, means you can start like this. To be honest, Means like if the examiner asks question that do you like photography? Yeah, well, to be honest, I do like. Then you can elaborate. You can expand your answer. As a matter of fact, you can use this phrase. As a matter of fact, that's an interesting question. This is a current topic in my country. For example, the examiner asks you questions relevant to outbreaks that are like cycling or camping. That do you like camping? So you can mention like this that yeah, this is a current topic in my country because a considerable number of people attracts means towards cycling. Like means you can start your answers when you feel that yeah, means this one is the more suitable means phrase to answer the question. I suppose it's depend on individual opinion. So when the examiner asks questions, means you can select anyone, but according to the situation you should select. Then means you'll be able to use these phrases in a correct manner. Personally speaking, if the examiner asks questions and you are going to answer, so you can answer like this. Means you can start your answer like this, that personally speaking, according to my good understanding, as far as I know. So means these were the possible phrases means which can surely help you to secure 7+ band in IELTS speaking. But as I mentioned earlier that you have to work on 3 areas that mean the topic which I have shared with you. You have to learn words, at least 10 words relevant to each topic. And when you learn 10 words relevant to each topic, so on daily basis you should means target 2 topics. I mean, you should target 2 topics, sit in front of mirror and record your voice. When you will record your voice and when you will listen for the first time, there will be various mistakes. Means try to evaluate your means recording. You yourself can evaluate your recording. That try to find out that am I making grammatical mistakes or am I lacking means lexical resources, or do I feel hesitation, or I cannot speak fluently, or I have grammatical mistake. So being the one point is that you will get your concept clear, that when you will start recording you will face problem there. So when you will face problem, you will work on that in advance. So when you will work on that in advance, then you will face no problem in the real exam. But if you think that yeah, I'm perfect and I do not need any improvement, so then you will face problem in the real exam. Maybe the examiner asks you a question which will be a bit strange, so you must have to prepare yourself well. So when you will have vocabulary and when you have grammatical structures, then you will surely get 50% marks, means with the help of these 2 areas. And when you will just speak a bit relevant to the topic, then and with good pronunciation, then nothing can stop you to secure more than 7 band. So try to target 2 topics, learn 10 words relevant to each topic, and when you record your voice, after recording, try to write your answer. So if you will, when you will write your answer, then the answer will stay in your mind for a long time. So it means you take the real exam, and when we write something, so that stay in our mind for a long time. So then you will face no problem. It will be in your mind and you will face no problem, and you will be able to speak fluently, due to which you will surely get 7+ band. And these means words can also improve your writing skill as well as your reading. So because these are also common topics in writing and reading, so try to learn vocabulary. If you are interested to get 7+ band through the 2 areas which I am going to tell you, that one is vocabulary and one is lexical resources, you must have to work on your topic vocabulary and you must have to work on your grammar. So if you do these 2 means points, or if you work on these 2 points which I have shared with you, nothing can stop you. This is my guarantee that nothing can stop you from band 7. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching.